Happy weekly planning and welcome back to my Plan With Me series. We are working on week 3 of January, or as I like to call it, my birthday month. And with that being said, I always like to just take some time and meditate on what I want this year to look like, what are some of the goals that I have for this year, especially because it is my birthday month. It makes me not only recognize that I'm getting older, but remind me to just take time to meditate about what I want to bring for this year. And so the first thing that I did want to do here is just add in some of the updates or missed dates that I had on my calendar view. This was my last week planning, which you can see that it was kind of busy, but at the same time, I had added in a lot of tasks that I had forgotten by the end of the week. And yeah, so let's get started. We are adding in this beautiful, vibrant hearts washi tape. I remember that at the first week that I started planning for this year, I had forgotten the washi tape and I was thinking, why is this so empty? Why does my planning inserts look so empty? It was because I had missed the washi tape, but we're not forgetting about it. We added it in. This week I feel very colorful. I feel very blessed, very grateful. And I know I mentioned this last week too, but I am using the 8 Lotus. Well, I call it 8 Lotus, but it's Infinity Lotus. They have these amazing daily inserts. I always use a daily planning because I primarily use my A5 planner for home and professional planning. And so I like to add in everything that's going on in my life, including events that my toddler has, especially since she is in pre-K. But first things first, I add in my morning routine, my evening routine. On Sundays, I do like to add in when I wake up or when I should be waking up. That's primarily because I know that if I don't, then I won't be able to check mark that off on my list. But you'll see here that Sundays are for church days, and I love Sundays. Again, it's just one of those days where I can just take time and refresh my mind, get into the right headspace, and just take some time to really evaluate what the week is going to look like. What are some of the top priorities that I have? And you'll see here that with this daily insert, I do have on the right side my priorities list and then to-do list. So as I mentioned, my priorities are my top priorities. So these are things that I absolutely want to make sure that I do complete for the day. And then my to-do list is more like a task list. I try to jot down some of the items that I would like to get done or that I don't want to forget about. And so that includes maybe like completing laundry, doing my finances. But like I said, Sundays really is just more of a refresh day. And so this means that I want to make sure that I add in anything that I need to get, even if it's something super minor, like you'll see that I need to purchase water. We do have a water section here, a water equipment here at our home, and I forgot to get water this past weekend. But I added in my review finances. I have another planner for finances, and I enter in all of my transactions, even the minor ones and even the bigger ones. So I am super neat freak when it comes to making sure that I do that paycheck method where you do count where all of your dollars are going to, so that you can find ways to save money or even just improve the way that you're spending. So my Monday is looking a little bit simple. I actually had forgotten that we don't have work on Monday for Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day. And so We are going to have the day off here. We're going to relax. I actually had planned to go to Goodwill, go book shopping, and just really just spend time and increasing my much needed self-care, but I completely forgot to go and do the things that I wanted to. And so that's why we're here. So I recorded this video on Sunday, but I'm doing the audio recording on Monday. And so unfortunately, I realized that I cannot record the audio on Sunday because of my very active toddler. But we love it. We're here for it. We're going to be very lenient on ourselves. That's been my motto for this year. Just be wonderful and caring for yourself. Try not to force yourself to do things that you don't want to do or you can't do. So I love this Wonton in a Million sticker. I think it's so great that she has these education stickers, but I added in the no school sticker. And so, like I said, my priorities for Monday are to get ready for work. And so on Tuesday, we do go back to work. I have several projects that I'm on and that I need to finish. And so you'll see here that I'm adding in some of the top priorities that I have for that day. And so I like to say that those top priorities, especially on the days that I have off, will not really include anything work related. It really is more about the home and just getting organized and regrouping all of my thoughts. But if there is something very important that I have going on for the week, especially work related, I may want to just take some time to reflect and figure out what I need to do as my work day goes and moves along so that I can set myself up for success. So I don't dwell on it too much. I don't like to dwell on things work related outside of work when I'm not working. But sometimes there are those complicated codes that I have to work on. And if I don't take time to just think about it and especially when I'm relaxed, because that's the time that I'm able to figure out a solution. But really just taking the time to reflect even when you're not working. And so one of the things that I wanted to remind myself this year as well is that, we are wanting to be stress-free. If you know that you don't have work on a certain day, then actually take the time to take care of yourself. Self-care is very much needed. And so that's the reason why I've been adding here on my my daily routine, making sure that I have my morning routine, my evening routine. And actually, even though I just jot down my morning routine and evening routines on my planners, I actually have a very intricate task list and habit tracking that I do for my routines. And so maybe I'll share that at a different time. So for Tuesday and Wednesday, back to work, I need to update some of the Tableau dashboards that I have. I also want to just work on my check-in document with my manager. And then I'm just adding in some of the different to-dos that I have for that day. Typically, what I have been telling myself is that if there is something that I cannot and absolutely cannot complete on that day, I will just make sure to move it for the next day's to-do. And so that will give me some time to review if there is something else that's missing, or if it's something that's going to take a little bit more time, or if I'm not able to complete it, then I need to just get it off the list and review it for another day. But as you see my planner here, you'll notice that as we move along for the remaining of the days, I start to get a little bit more spaced out. I feel like last week I was very hard on myself where I was trying to fill in everything and just make sure that everything looked, busy. But I also want to give myself time to leave it open for things that come along throughout the week. And so that did happen this past week where we had several support tickets that I had to review, and I didn't have any space in my planner to just jot those down. And even though I do have a work planner that I use on my desktop, I also wanted to make sure that we are leaving room, especially for my to-dos and my priorities, to be able to update that. So now that I have everything here written down, I'm going to go back in and add in my stickers. This is the part that I love the most because I can find a related sticker that's with that specific event, and then I just add it on the right side. Super cute, super simple. Like I said, I don't like to be harsh when it comes to, something's not like as organized or straight as it should be. But I do add in the stickers here after I've written down all of my events. And especially if I can't find a sticker that's related to that, I think that it's something that I add on my list too. Like, where can I find someone that has this? That's one of my favorite Wonton in a Million stickers, that little spreadsheet. I feel like there's not enough data stickers, and so I'm still hoping that someone can get some time to just work on that. But this is my Tuesday and Wednesday, and now I'm going to get started on my Thursday and Friday. And so I'm only going to plan up to Saturday, but I'll still add in the washi tape for Sunday. So once again, I'm just adding here some of the hours and times that are more important for that specific day. Again, I always like to work on my A5 planner when I have my work calendar open, and that's just helped me to be able to process everything that's going on for that day. But also, there are some times that I don't turn on my computer until a specific time, and so when I take my morning routine to just review my planner, I can already start getting ready for the meeting that I have, or possibly the task that I need to do. So I am jotting down here on my A5 planner my routines. I had totally forgotten that my daughter doesn't have school on Friday, so that's why I added that little sticker with the 15-minute break, which I'll make sure to take that 15-minute break on my Friday. But yeah, I couldn't find my whiteout, so that's why I put the little sticker instead. And see, this is the reason why it's good to be planning, because you, like I said, I wake up in the morning, I check my planner, and now I know that on Friday, I will not forget to drop off my daughter at school because she won't have school. So I have a dashboard that I'm updating, and so you'll see here that even though I am updating this on a daily basis, I still want to make sure I write it down on my planner, because there have been different notes that I need to jot down for that specific dashboard. It's one of the surveys that we sent out in our school, and so we want to update the different, columns that they have, extra data that they have that they want to share. And so I like to leave a little bit room for those data refreshes so that I can just jot down anything that I completely forget. I love that little Coffee Monsters Co. sticker, the little teacher. I'm putting my note there that my toddler does not have school, so we will not forget, y'all. One of the things about planning, especially as a mom, is that this really does work for how your life can be tailored to add in everything and just combine everything. So this includes this includes my professional work. I always combine my priorities and my to-dos with my professional and home. And that's basically it. Everything really is calm and organized in the way that I really am trying to be nicer to myself about the way that I plan, but also be conscious about what I'm adding on my planner. So you never want to just add, whatever you want on your planner, especially if it's not something that you're going to do or you just want to fill it up. I used to do that and it used to overwhelm me tremendously because it felt like I was just being pressured to fill it up. Now I know that if I need to write something on my planner, it's because I really just need to make sure that I do that. And so that's what I do here. You'll see that I need to add in the most important things for, my side hustles, my certain appointments that I may have, but especially be mindful, especially be understanding about what you're adding onto your planner. So this little ruler, it's so nifty in the way that you can just quickly add in arrows or just outline anything that you need. But that's basically what we have going on for this week. Reviewing finances. We're getting ready for some projects that we have going on. We have Bible study, we have no school days, and I'm here for it. So even though it does look a little bit spaced out and empty on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I promise you it always happens. More things get added on to the rest of the days as soon as the week starts to move by. And yeah, you'll see here that my last Saturday was super busy. I didn't write anything for this Saturday because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm still kind of waiting to see what I have going on with the projects that I started in my home. But other than that, we're ready to tackle this week. And that's what we have going on, y'all. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe or like. But we just thank you. Have fun. Happy planning.